come over here, but
that'll happen.
yeah,
That's
well,
good.
we'll see. We'll see. I'll still drink tea, so I'll keep you guys. I'll keep bringing my British systems. And well, there is Anivia. So finally, we do get to see an Anivia today. Not really on the team that everyone wanted to see it on, but you know what? Song is pretty damn good on Anivia. The people AFK, and as soon as the game match starts, apparently 8 people AFK'd in the same game and ended up at 1v1, which is probably not pleasant for you guys at home to watch. But yeah, don't do that, guys.
To be
Just
fair, that's the
on playing.
most honest elo that person has ever done.
Yeah, because he's done a straight up 1v1 fight.
Teammates didn't feed.
Everyone AFK. So we are underway. If you've just joined us, Dignitas in the blue, and of course that means Najin Sword in the red. Scara with a crescent slash straight across Fase. Oh look, there's a bunch of players in that bush. I'm not going that way. Actually, they were stood on top of a ward as well, so they weren't exactly being sneaky. So that top lane, can they get a gank on towards Crumbs already? I will dominate man to smite down his own red, so he's going to find out. Let's have a look at the top lane though. We can see Watch is
right away for Crumbs.
He's going to get around the backside of Crumbs. He does manage to get the slowdown. The ignite goes down. They're going to follow full dive, and that is first blood. And Lee Sin picks that one up. McNoon helping him out, and Watch. Well, there you go. 1 or 2 points in heal at max, and goes 5 points in aggression.
Another thing about that is
nice hook. They're going to dive in. The exhaust goes down. Kane gets hooked in. Kane will certainly go down just as I sing his praises. I put the commentator's curse on him, and Dignitas pick up a revenge frag there. And I'm a cutie pie catch him out there. Meanwhile, the top lane is engaged on one another. If you look at the top lane, you can see Crumbs who's being dived on by McNoon here. The ignite goes down. It looks like Crumbs will get dropped by McNoon. One more dash. Will he follow it through? There it is. Sword in the back. And McNoon in a 1v1.
He's level 7 to Crumbs is 4. That is going to be a disaster in the making.
We've got a top and a bottom line dive. He's going to go on towards Ivy Cutie Pie. They should be able to finish this one off. And it's actually McNoon used his ulti, which has absolutely saved him, because Scara had gone top.
An early Sunfire cape up on Shen,
of
so he's just going to use that to push lane and keep the pressure on Crumbs. Oh, we have Rome coming towards bottom. Scar trying to jump in onto Prey.
Yeah, he's going to go in. He does flash stun on towards Kane. That's going to be the crescendo, though, going straight across. Ivy Cutie Pie hasn't gone down. Instead, they may well be able to go towards Kane there. They do finish Kane off. That's going to be the Ezreal ultimate as well. And well, honestly, Ivy Cutie Pie did a fantastic job of getting away from that one and avoiding the damage. Crescendo
comes from running up to people for close range hooks or just punching them straight in the air. As Scar gets 3-man ganked in mid.
Yeah, that's Chen coming in. McNoon's going to cast a stun there. Straight on towards it. Lee Sin kicks him straight back across there. Watch when it finished off, and he was. Songa picked it up. There's the hook actually on towards Bray. Bray surely going to get caught out here. Patoy should be able to finish him off. Yes, he does. Patoy takes him down. Kane was trying to actually finish off Ivy Cutie Pie. He's trying to delay it long enough for Watch to get in there. Instead, he gives him a double kill. Watch may be able to get in there and finish this one off, though. Ivy Cutie Pie lands the kick. There it is. Headshot straight down. Patoy now also got to be careful. Hooks him in towards the tower. That's a third tower hit. Now Song's going to try and close in on towards Patoy, but I think Patoy has managed to close the distance and get there. Astrid manages to get through to the race, but he's just going to have to continue running. He will escape. Meanwhile, down the bottom lane, Patoy's going to try and catch him towards Kane. Kane going in towards the crescendo, actually failing because it hit the, I think it hit the turtle shield there on towards where he will dominate. Needs to get caught out there, trying to continue on towards Bray. Hasn't got the damage. Now they're going to get him poked down. Ivy Cutie Pie, one more tower hit. Should be enough. Let Kane get the poke on him. He does! One more basic attack did it. And now Kane is going aggressive because here comes Song. Trying to go diving in towards that tower, not going to land the stun though. Gets the wall, hook straight in. Patoy should go down from the back of this one. Yes, he does. Song can tank that just about enough there, and he manages to get away with it. Very crazy aggression here. Watch cannot follow through on this one. Crystal Strike just missing out on Watch as well. Will keep him away, and they should take the bottom turret as well.
Something that's making Najin Sword so strong in this group stage is their commitment to ganks and to each other. If they're going, they're all going. If they're running away, they're all falling back. And it's just no hesitation, instantaneous reaction as a team, which is really impressive considering they've only been together for 3 or 4 months.
They're after Scara. Watch is trying to track him down. We've got Song coming around the backside. There's the wall. He's just carrying his path. McNoon's coming to cut him off as well. He's going to have to go down there. Crumbs is trying to beat on him, and that's going to be Scara diving onto a Song. Song's going to be careful. He's going to have the Shen ultimate, but McNoon's going to dive across towards him, just following straight in their path, and Crumbs is going to have to back away from that one. Song doesn't want Rebirth popping, so he's just going to back off from this one. Watches. He's going to get egged anyway because Ivy Cutie Pie's there. Patoy comes straight in. He knows he's on that point. They're going to try and damage him as much as they can. Yes, Song goes down. McNoon's got to be careful now. The rest of Dignitas should be able to dive, and McNoon will drop. And there is a double kill for Scara. Maybe the thing that Scara needed, maybe what Dignitas needed. Now he will dominate. Now getting to stun down on Watch. Watch with an Oracle. He does not want to go down from this one. He should be safe getting back to the...
They have a lot of GP canons going.
The hook on Bray there. Beautiful, beautiful hook. That's what Patoy needed to do earlier on. Scour picks another kill up. Scour can start a snowball here. He's 4-1-0. If he can start getting a lot more damaging items, he could be deadly in team fights. As it is, they're going to take this mid turret and they're going to continue pushing. Meanwhile, at the top lane, it's I will dominate. McNoon having a little poke, but we are going to stick to this mid lane because you see they're going to be again. They do not want to go too aggressive.
They might just try to work around Baron. These are very dangerous areas for Dignitas to try to poke through. If they don't go through altogether, Song can split off the team in those choke points with the wall, assuming Dignitas comes to check. And here comes Tutorial. He might get caught out.
Oh, but he's managed to flash away just in time. Is it going to be enough? The manager's going to pop. He gets dropped straight away. Praise on there. Crescendo hits two of them. Scara and the wall. And Trunks is now completely separated. I will dominate in there, but there's not a lot he can do about it. He's going to be able to flash away. Doesn't matter. Meanwhile, you can see McNoon going balls deep on Ivan Cutie. Scara also going to get caught out. That's going to be McNoon taking Ivan Cutie down. Scara tries to turn across. Crescent Flash gets him across there, but the stun lands from Song, and they will drop Scara down. McNoon eventually drops in the process, but it's enough, and I will dominate just being played with by Watch there, kicking him like a big throw. Well, it would have been 5-1-0 then in that case. Oh, hello, Shirley's River being popped. Are they going to try and track down his side? Will dominate. They're chasing on here. You can see Bray's going to go in. Oh, Bray made the mistake. Dominate made the mistake in turning around, thinking he was only Bray there. Instead, the rest of the team come in, collapsing around him. There goes Song. There's the slow. Absolutely no he was ready. The stun comes out, doesn't quite catch on towards Scar. The very same play, nearly repeated by Patoi there. Wow.
And now Dignitas making sure to try to ward over, but these are going to keep getting cleared out, and they only have so many remaining. I will dominate with the last 3 wards for their team. Najin Sword can either just take the Baron now or get ready to peel. I think they're strong enough that if they were to tank the Baron, they'd be able to go, but instead they're just going to try to force the team fight right in the middle.
The crescendo straight across Scar. Scar's trying to zip around, but Kane manages to get in there. Song finishes him off. Bray's going to get dropped, I think. No, he's just about surviving in there, but I'm a Cutie Pie to pick up the kill. Can he do all the distance? I'm a Cutie Pie still at the bottom, trying to do as much damage, but it doesn't matter because Song manages to pick up a double. I will dominate, causing the problems, and finally McNoon gets on I'm a Cutie Pie. That means there's no more damage left, and Dignitas are going to get dropped here. I'm a Cutie Pie is going to get McNoon all over him in a moment. There comes Watch is going to just flash in there. The taunt will come out eventually. He's just going to try and dive towards the turret, trying to just delay as much as possible. The rest of the team, though, are not falling for these tricks, and they're continuing to push on the turret. Song, slowly but surely, you're not going to do a lot of damage there. Honestly, you could do with a little bit of help.
Najin Sword just seeming to execute better in some of these team fights. They're landing the proper skill shots. I'm a Cutie Pie didn't have enough threat, and they realized that, but the instant they had a chance to turn on him, Song was showing like he was fully distracted by Uter, and I'm a Cutie Pie got kind of comfortable auto-attacking. There comes the Flash Frost. They got the stun. Flash taunt by McNoon at the end of that fight, and it was just, you know, what enemy will do to them and what they can do to the enemy.
This bottom.
So many people leave fights with half health, 30%, and it's just a matter of McNoon might leave us with nothing.
McNoon actually baited in there. I'm a Cutie Pie purposely looked like he was solo there, and Scara stayed in that bush. Very good bait there from Dignitas, making it work there. They knew that McNoon's aggression was going to work out. Now Song's got hooked in. This could be another kill. This is another big turnaround from Dignitas here. They will take Song down off the back of this one. But there's the crescendo. The whole 4-man all caught out there. Have they got the damage to finish off the job, though? The Crumbs is going to get in there. He takes down Song. Crumbs is so low, though, very right now. Bray's going to get caught on. That's the AD carry down for Najin Sword. Immediately, Scara backs away from this one. He was a little bit too low, but Watch could get caught in. That's a great hook from Patoi. Heal's going to get dropped as well. That is a 4-for-1 exchange for Dignitas. They could pick up the Baron off the back for this one. Scara's low, but I will dominate. Should be able to tank this.
They're going to try with the blue buff on I will dominate. He can take essentially all the Baron hits. McNoon's up in 6 or 7 seconds. Kane will be able to let him come in with the Shen ult. If he comes around the back or even just ults in, McNoon's going to try to come in, and he might ult in right now.
He's going to ult in. Here comes Shen, and they're all realizing it. They're going to back away. There comes McNoon. He's going to flash through. He picks up the kill on Patoi. He's going to turn on towards I will dominate now. I will dominate. He's going to have to back away from this one because remember, McNoon has the damage. He picked up that Trinity Force. He's got the wit's end, and would you believe it? You can't keep a good man down.
He thought he was pulling Sona. He was acting.
Najin Sword are going to have to take this one a little bit more serious, not go for quite the individual plays. Dignitas are going to start off on the bound. There is a ward at the back of that pit though, so they're going to be fully visioned. Patoui's going to clear that out. Now the question is, do they have
They're trying to rush this down. It's getting pretty low.
The Ezreal ultimate's got across. There comes Kane. He's going to go to shoot there. He should be able to get the crescendo down. The Baron has gone down, and Scar Dignitas have picked up the Baron. They managed to get in there. Have they got the damage? So Najin sort of doing the team fight. Scar's going to get dropped eventually. There goes Scar. I'm a Cutie Pie just off at the side. Have they got the damage? Song hasn't got his egg available. Ari will dominate, trying to finish him off. but he gets stunned up. He can't get the last hit down, and Song manages to get away, and now it is just PewDiePie left. They just couldn't quite get the damage in the right place. Beautifully controlled by Najin Sword there. They tanked it up perfectly.
And Dignitas actually did a really good job in that fight. They never allowed Song to get his Glacial Storm ultimate down for any period of time. They'd always interrupt it immediately. They positioned quite well. They weren't caught in AoEs, but they just, even with the Baron, they were a little bit low. They used all their skills on the Baron, or at least some of them, and they just lost the team fight straight up. Najin Sword obviously executed as well, but that was a clever play by Dignitas. The rush and to get the Baron was a good move. It just didn't quite pay off with the 4 deaths.
So 10-3-9 McNoon. Watching Kana closing in on him here, and I think Prey realizes where he is. Prey's just debating himself in here. Actually, they've gone a little bit too aggressive. They were thinking he was going to back away from this one. Scar instead has chose to fight. Now the Ezreal ultimate comes across. Prey is very low now. Scar is debating it. Oh, he misses the crescendo there as well, but managed to miss the crescent shroud, which means his cooldown will not be down. Scar is not going to be able to get out of this one, and that's going to be the kill for Prey.
If Prey would have been hit by a single Crescent Strike from Scar, he would have died to the Diana. So he did a good job baiting those out and dodging, pulling Scar into a pretty good kill.
Yeah, Dominate's going to push on towards his top turret. McNoon's going to get the taunt on, which means the turret will turn its aggro. Meanwhile, the bottom turret is being taken down. Najin Sword has taken one turret down. I'm not too sure whether Dominate's going to be able to get away from this one. McNoon has the damage now. He's picked up that Trinity Force. He's got the Force of Nature, as well. Just in case he needs a bit of magic resistance.
Dominate uses his last bit of mana. He won't be able to turtle tank this for any longer.
I don't think there's anything that could kill McNoon now, honestly, on the board. He's just got that much health, resist, armor. He's got everything in there. He's definitely tanky. He's definitely got the damage. And Najin Sword, slowly but surely, take down an Inheritor turret. Crumb's getting caught out by the wall there. Does manage to have to flash across. That's got the Guardian Angels. And Dignitas are going to try and push into this one. Can they try and force the fight here? Remember, the Shen ultimate is not available, actually. He can't join the party yet. He is just continuing to push that bottom lane. They do manage to hook in. Kane is in the right one they want. He's got crescendo, of course he does. Always gets it back up. That's the Guardian Angel pop straight away and comes there. Scar's going to try and join in. The wall though, straight away comes. He's going to get dropped down. Now Watch is going to go aggressive. He's going to go on towards PewDiePie. He's just going to have to back off from this one. While this is all happening, we are seeing McNoon continuing to push the bottom lane. Prey gets hooked in towards the turret. Does manage to take him down. And I think that's going to be Najin Sword backing off this one. But not before they lose the bottom turret.
If they keep pressing, which Batoy wants to do, McNoon does have his ultimate back up now, so they could turn something as soon as they commit.
Oh, and they are. Watch is
coming in. Here it comes.
And that's going to be the Fist coming in. There's the McNoon ulti. That's what they were waiting for. Batoy gets caught out. Song picks up the kill on the back of that one. PewDiePie now could be the next target. He's going to get taunted in shortly. McNoon is just tanking his way to victory here. Everything is going down. Everything's being thrown at him. If he can put the camera just up a little bit more, we'll see that wall tanking through the wall from stopping Kane. Beautiful play from Song. Really, they are working so well as a team right now. I don't think there's a great deal a lot Najin Sword can do other than just back off in this one. They were all pretty low. Pushed it down into. Dignitas really have to sit back. How on earth, when you're in a situation like this, as a player, firstly, how do you keep your mind clear? How do you try and get back into this one? I'm not even sure they're going to get a chance to, because Scar is going to get caught out here. Scar is going to get dived on. That means he's going to drop. He tried to put the damage down. He got Song on the back of me. He had no right to do that, but there's the crescendo across the team. They're going to turn it on towards Crumbs here. The rest of the Najin Sword are coming around the side. It is still Dominate causing as many problems as he can. He's the only tank they have, but he's just going to get dropped. The damage is now too strong for Najin Sword. Dominate can't tank them for too long. And well, you know what? I think Song going down there was a bit of a victory for Scara, but honestly, the rest of the team can't do a great deal about Najin Sword taking his inhibitor once again for free. They're just going to turn to the left. Oh no, you hooked to McNoon. That's not what you wanted to do for Toy. He's just going to continue pushing through. Watch is actually tanking the turret up there. You can see the Aurelia ultimate coming out. They should just take the next inhibitor just above them. Now you can see Frey's going to finish that one off. Now they have 2 inhibitors down. It is almost curtains for Dignitas here. The final numbers should be up, and they will, if they lose this one, be 3-0 in group. It's not what the Dignitas fans wanted to see. You know, as a former member, I guess, of Dignitas a long time ago, it's not really what I'd like to see, but honestly, Najin Sword, you cannot fault them. They've been fantastic throughout this group stage.
Unfortunate end for Dignitas if they aren't able to hold on here. Najin Sword falling out of the base, the 2 inhibs down, the Baron buff is spawned, and Nivea's alive for Song. They have full control here, and Dignitas, if they want to stay in this, they need to wait for them to make a mistake here. They're trying to get a last-ditch Baron effort, but this could be a mistake. Najin Sword is waiting in this brush. They're all pretty low health. If they don't get any picks before full team fight breaks out, it could be bad.
PewDiePie.
There's the pick, though.
You are going down, PewDiePie. Completely caught out. There's the crescendo. Scar is going to be the target immediately. They're going to go straight for him. He's going to try and press and slash across. He went towards Prey. Is he going to be able to get him down in time? Prey will get dropped. But of course, he's got a Guardian Angel, and it doesn't matter. The double kill for McNoon, and McNoon is unstoppable. He's got about 14 or 15 kills now. He's just absolutely plowing through. I'm not too sure what you're going to do against someone like him. I mean, is he the top player in the world?
He's performed better than any other top laner, at least in this group. I have to say, Shy, honestly, from Azubu Frost was close to his dominating all these games. They're just pushing down into these bottomnecks, and this should do it.
This should do it indeed. It is going to be Najin Sword going 3-0 in the group. Both Korean teams. 0 for Najin Sword. Excellent play from them. They are going to be top in the group. They will be going through to the quarterfinals. And CLG EU also going to go through 2-1. They obviously the only game they lost was against Najin Sword. Very close match against Dignitas earlier on in the day, but they were pretty solid performance against Saigon.